Hi. It is 5:03 and I've been awake for a few hours now and I'm dressed to go to the gym. But excuse me. That's what caffeine does to you. So, if you're very sensitive to caffeine, like me, don't drink any. I said yes to this coffee yesterday. That was just a little too sweet. It was so sweet that I consumed so much of it, and it was concentrated, that I ended up having the shakes during a meeting, and I was trying to scan a QR code during this client meeting. And my hand was shaking. So, reminder, if you shouldn't consume what your average shouldn't go. You should be more self-aware than what I did. But it was a very very good day yesterday. I met my KPI, my daily KPI, exceeded my daily KPI yesterday. And then we got a request for a quote for a client yesterday. It was for potentially 11,000 shirts, so that was good. So which is added to my workload. So that's an organic referral that came through. I don't even think it was a referral. It was just an organic lead, yeah, without marketing. So I'm trying to waking up early so I can go to the gym and manage my stress levels and just release some good endorphins, and then I can focus. Today's Thursday, the 24th of August, so I need to then work on prioritizing. I need to prioritize and really break my day down into smaller tasks so I get priority tasks done. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But I am going to probably take you on the gym tour now that I mentioned in my previous post. Let's go. Do you know the distance to my room? It's the first door after that couch. That's how close it is. And then I'm here. See the pool. I'm going to a pool session, depending on how well this goes. turn the gym light on. I can see a faint hint of the sunlight. There we go. It's better. The pool's right there, but it's still locked. So let's get into it. So this is the gym right here. It's a good space. Oh, look at the sea, and I just wish I could sit running over. The funny thing is, as soon as I get here and I like leave my things here, and then I look at, and you know what I see? Let's zoom in for you. Can you make that out on this side? That's a KFC shop with a huge billboard. So I like this gym because if you like quiet, and sometimes it's like you can't really go to the gym, or you feel kind of intimidated, or you just want not be claustrophobic and surrounded by people and people who smell in a small confined area, which I can't stand. Excuse me. So what I do is I go on the bicycle, and then after the bicycle I do some warm-up stretches over there on the floor, and then do some lunges, and then I do some weights, like upper body, just to warm my body up, and then I do some squats over there, which is a lot of fun. It's like my favorite thing to do because I feel like it just like wakes my whole body up. So I'm going to get started, and I'll see you after I'm done. Okay, so the apps I use the interval timer, and I set it to 3 by 10 minutes sets, and then that's basically what keeps me track of time. So it's got like a timer that runs, so you can be walking on the treadmill or doing your warm-up, and then you hear it and you just know automatically move to the next. It's basically it. So it's pretty good. And then I know I've done, by the third one I'm like, okay, that's half an hour, you know, when it stops, and then I'm like, okay, should I do another half an hour? So it's a good, because there's no clock here. There's no clock in this entire area, so that's how I manage. I'll link the app in the description if you want to try it out. So you can tell earlier that my breathing is really fast. So the breathing exercises I then started to do to reduce and be more mindful was the box breathing technique. So you inhale for 4 seconds and then you hold, then you exhale for 4 seconds, then you hold, and then you repeat for as maybe 3 minutes, but it really does help. You'll notice that my breathing has slowed down a lot. This video's fastened, but you can tell my breathing slowed down compared to the beginning of the breathwork exercise. And then it began to rain, so the cool wind came in, and I just felt like it was just a blessing. Like, how appropriate to do some breathwork while listening to the sound of the rain and knowing you can't control everything. The only thing you can control is your breath. Do the inner work. If you suffer from lower back pain or sciatica issues, these exercises, floor exercises, really help. This one really helped to kind of identify where the pain is coming from. It's from sitting down a lot, actually. This helped me discover where the pain was as well. So that was, my back is so happy. My lower back pain is gone. I have clarity. Now I just need some pump up music. I've done my, while I have a shower, I will play my, what am I playing? Maybe my affirmations, because I didn't really get through them. So I'll get through that. I'll paste the link in the description of the Spotify playlist that I listened to. It's great for like abundance. It's a comfort affirmations channel, and it's so good. Like, I highly recommend. So that's, I don't know what time it is. It's probably, what's the time? It will be probably 6 something. 6:17. So good start. Sometimes when we wake up and we're just like, one thing I used to do when I was younger is if I woke up and I knew that I was being bothered, that's basically my mind trying to rummage through everything and make sense of the chaos. We need to like use all these science-backed tips that trick our brains. And because scientifically our brains are conditioned to just see negativity, and I think once we understand and accept that that's a fact, we will be more conscious of what we're emitting. So just know your brain is 80% of the time going to see and focus on the negative. So don't let that fool you and make you a negative person, because then what's inside will project out, right? So just regulate, keep regulating, and try to not be alone so much. Distract your mind with good endorphins. So that's my message for the day. I wish you well. I wish you a day of abundance, a day of positive affirmations, a day of taking a micro step towards one thing that you want to accomplish. It might be a 5-year goal, a 10-year goal, but do it now. I mean, hell, this was a goal I had in 2016, and I finally did it. And that, when you achieve those little micro steps, that kind of fuels you. But again, your environment is very important. So be cautious and mindful of that. And if you can't change your environment, change this, regulate this. It's very important. And there's, if you're doom scrolling, stop. You're gonna be looking for cheap endorphins, dopamine, pardon me. So stop doom scrolling and start doing. Terima kasih, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Selamat pagi.